August 12, 2025, and it is 12 o'clock. Roll call. Okay, Samar.
I'm here. Smart's
Okay,
here.
Scott.
I'm here.
I'm here.
You's here. And Carl, I'm here. Angela is absent. Okay, and the minutes were sent out to you. Did everybody have a chance to look at them?
I make a motion, we accept them.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor. Anybody else have one?
I don't think we have enough to
quorum
accept
vote
it.
on it, because I wasn't here and Samara wasn't here.
Real quick question, Greg, because of the three people, the three voting members that were here July 8th, two of those members are here, so it's a quorum of
Yeah,
that
of the
meeting, but not a
people.
quorum
Oh, yeah.
of this group, so.
Yeah, and there's disagreement on whether or not you can vote to approve minutes even if you weren't there. But if you take a vote, you're not gonna have, you're gonna have two abstain, you're gonna have two in favor, and I think they're gonna be fine.
So be it.
Okay.
I've belonged to organizations where the minutes are just approved.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
unless there's a change, they're
Yeah.
approved.
like-
So I'm with you there, I don't think we have to hold up the approval of the minutes.
All right. Yeah.
So there was a motion and a second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
Just because poor Ashley will be taking minutes was the motion, then Scott's, and the seconds then Carl's?
Carl.
Okay, and then Samara and Tat abstain.
Samara, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're into old business. First item on the agenda is LM&L. I was on a call yesterday with Zins. And they are, they're trying to hit up IDEM to see what's holding this up, because they aren't getting any response. IDEM said it'd come this summer. Well, I guess summer doesn't officially end until mid-September, so,
Yeah.
Maybe it's getting kicked down the road. But anyway, so LM&L is still up in the air. Jackson Line, you got any?
I have a meeting Thursday. I'm getting pressure from the commissioner, but I have a meeting Thursday with Mr. Bushy, and I've got some leverage, so we'll get it taken care of.
Yeah?
Yes.
David, I'm now retired Smith is president.
Yeah.
Still wearing my khakis and a button up, but I am wearing sandals.
That's the spirit.
Every day at the bird.
Look at, we're like all dressed like we're going to a luau.
Yeah.
How do you know I'm not?
Where was I this, Amanda
The
said
office.
this morning, she's like, are you going golfing today? I'm like,
I wish I was
but
golfing
I
today.
wish I was, but
Maybe not today.
maybe tonight.
Yeah.
Depends on how long our meeting goes.
But I don't mean to, I'm sorry for being late, but what's up with Mr. Bushy?
Mr. Bushy is requesting the investment that he put into the property via draftsman, all the engineering. He would like to be paid for that. Well, I have some leverage now that I can use for it, so I'm meeting with him Thursday, so we'll hopefully.
Greg, does anybody remember what his time frame was for developing that property?
It's probably coming
About
up
a
very.
year ago.
2
I
years,
think.
yeah, we gave 2
I
years
think
on
it
the
was
deed.
two,
It's a
yeah.
total of 2
We gave
years.
2 years.
I want to say
on
it's
the
next
deed.
year that it's up.
Yeah.
I thought it was up.
Okay, well, that's why I was at,
Yeah.
because I was just thinking through this as, I've got to imagine that he's probably in some way, shape, or form approaching that, but if it's next year, I don't know when next year, but,
Got a
And-
copy
and-
of the-
I thought it was like early in the year, wasn't it?
Maybe it is.
I thought it was this year.
Why would we reimburse him for his expense?
Well, but we are,
He's asking
we are
the
going
county
to
to
reimburse for the
reimburse.
expense. Okay,
Yeah.
no, all we have to do
I've got
is,
some horses I'm gonna trade.
all we have to do is wait it out and file an affidavit to have it
Yeah.
revert.
well,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, I mean, so I had a conversation with Commissioner Banks yesterday. And we this property came up in our conversation, and I said, well, again, I know there's some things going on in the background, but at the end of the day, I know the redevelopment commission has given their stamp of approval for the property to come to us for quick claim and then go over to them for development, if you will, based on what was proposed by the county for that piece of property. I said, but I know that there's maybe still some, I won't say disagreement, but there's still a little bit of a rub with Mr. Bushy. So, long story short is, I think we're going to get there, and I don't think it's going to cost us anything by any means. I don't think that's appropriate because it's a free piece of property to him. So, but at the end of the day, if he still has it and he chooses not to give that up, I guess he can always build something on there within that time frame that we gave him. So I think there's a couple options in front of Mr. Bushy right now, and again, Chip will get it taken care of. So
I will send out a copy of that information.
yeah,
on the
appreciate that.
deadline,
Again,
because that is
it's just a
getting-
good reminder because I think it's gone long enough, but not long enough. It's gone an extended period of time here that I think a refresher would be helpful. So
I am sorry. I mean, trying to get in touch with him and set up days. He's a world traveler, and so, yeah, we do have a meeting scheduled for Thursday, though.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is former jail. It's a work in process right now.
say the least.
And there was nothing went forwards, and there was nothing really going backwards. So
Yeah.
it's a work in
Yeah,
process.
it's kind of a bit of a stalemate at the moment. As I've mentioned in previous meetings, this is public information, is that the financials for kind of what was planned or what we've talked about for that building did not come back super favorable. As you are well aware, the market is a little ridiculous right now, and so everything is, anywhere between 15 and 60% more than it was a couple of years ago. And so obviously financially that creates a little more challenge. Plus, then you have the legislature and some of the things they've done that has hampered us as well. So we're looking at lots of different options right now. And I'm hopeful that by the next meeting, I'll have a little bit more information for you. So I apologize. I'd love to have more. I was hopeful I'd have more, but I'm waiting on a couple of things to happen. So I'm not trying to be vague. I just have to work through a couple more things, so.
Okay. Next, Smith Brothers site. I did receive back the report for the phase 2. I forwarded it to Greg and to the mayor. And I went through the report. I didn't see anything particularly that I didn't expect in the thing. And it was, I do know that there was some metals detected in a couple of the water or in several of the water samples actually. And after they did the phase 2, they went through 2 other testing methods on them because they went through one other one first and sent out a CO on that. Then they went through another one after that because they're looking for dissolved. And it did not come back real bad. There was a couple of spots that had PCB hits. So, those are always fun. But, other than that, there was a couple of bad spots in the building, but they were in pits for the most part. So, I don't know, they did 2 or 3 bores within the building that they bored the floor and went down there, and I didn't really see anything real bad in there. So it is off. It has been shipped to Angela, and her and Zen's were having a call today, actually.
Okay, good.
On it. So anyway, I haven't heard anything about the call. I don't know when it was. It might be this afternoon. But that's where that stands right now. So we will have to figure out from there what, where to go.
Yeah.
And my assumption is we're probably gonna have to get a couple of appraisals on that site.
Because that's not going to be a freebie.
It's probably not gonna be a freebie, but, based off of the phase two, it might not be worth one to be if it was a nice clean
I
site.
think that was part of it.
Yeah, and I think that's understood. Anyway, that's where that is. Any further questions?
Carl, can I just mention something on there? So as a reminder, the Redevelopment Commission, and you guys all know this, but, I think there's a huge opportunity there still, even if we have to put some money into the acquisition and then go through the insurance recovery process and then finally be able to clean up the property. I think even if we don't develop anything on top of there, I think it's valuable for this body to undertake the cleanup process of that property. But I think the enhanced opportunity of having an L-shaped lot and the additional acreage that provides makes it substantially.
Right on Line Street.
Yes, right on
Yeah.
Line Street, makes it substantially more marketable
Yeah.
for development that is potentially unlike what we've seen in the city in a long time, if not before. So I think it's good every once in a while to kind of press the goal again, just to remind what the goal is here, because this project will be and has been a long slog. The LML project has been and will continue to be a long slog, but I think it is important to remember that the end result, I think, could be tremendously valuable to the south side of the city, to the railroad TIF district, and to the continued development of our community. So anyways, that's just my little stump speech, but appreciate the work that you guys are doing on that. Carl, I know you are neck deep in a lot of this reports, and you read it, and I read it, and you read it very differently because you know what it's talking about, and I see numbers and I think that's high, I think that's low, I don't know.
I see the page numbers and I don't read it.
So anyways, I do appreciate the work that's being done there. And I do think in the long run, it's gonna be very valuable, even if we're gonna need to put some dollars toward acquisition. So that's all I'm saying. Thank you.
I mean, when I do read these reports, there's they're like 700 pages long. And a large chunk of it is lab test results. And chemistry was never one of my strong suits. So
Executive summaries.
I mean, you only got to take 2 chem classes to get through engineering. Anyway, but the write-ups are good. If you read the write-ups, and also you can look at the maps, and a lot of the maps are sort of color-coded. So you can, and they color-code the ones that show up in red are the ones that you need to pay attention to.
That's bad. Red's bad.
Red is not good, yes.
Remember that next time I read one of those.
I was gonna say, not that Tad can benefit from the color code.
Yeah, I'm colorblind.
It's kind of like looking at a weather radar.
Just, is it
Red
dark
is
or more
bad,
dark?
green is good,
I mean, the lab results are pretty stinking boring, so. And then you don't, they're in black and white, so you can't really tell whether something's high or low or, whatever. So anyway, that's it on there. Anything else under old business?
Yeah, not old business, sorry.
Oh, Chip's over there
Okay.
chomping at the bit. He's ready to
Boy,
go.
He's ready to
He's
go.
excited today.
Just say the words new business, Carl.
All right,
Just say it.
let's go to business. And Hill's got something to say.
I have an opinion on this. I know the mayor has an opinion on this. I was asked by a downtown business owner, they have to rechange their branding. And so they would like to know if inside advertisements that face through the glass would be available for a facade grant. I did not want to say yes or no. I prefer to put that monkey on your guys' back. But, I mean, it's not a permanent fixture. It could be taken down at any given moment, is my 2 cents.
Well, and it's,
Yeah.
it's business specific.
Yeah.
Do they own the building?
No.
I would,
Anybody else have input?
I'd do one thing if they own the building.
Yeah.
Well, at a legal level, I guess I've got a couple of concerns. The first is that we have to have an interest, that's why we do the easement. But the easement is usually
That.
for that
It's a
front
plane,
facade,
yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
planes, the vertical
Yeah.
plane, and that would be outside it. The second one is, once you get inside, then it's, and you start down that path, then it's a matter of how far on the inside, how much glass, how much exposure, how visible, and it's a matter of degree that I'm not
It's a
sure
slippery
Yeah.
slope.
they want to get into. So,
I fully understand.
yeah.
I just had to ask.
Interested in outside signage?
Very good question, Chip.
Yes.
I don't know why they're not doing outside signage.
But it has outside signage
It-
currently.
It currently does, yes.
But they're changing.
They're changing it,
Is it company-wide rebrand?
yes. So,
Did the redevelopment commission pay for?
no,
No.
no. So we haven't, we haven't assisted them. They're, right now, I feel like people are really gonna start asking a lot because I feel like things are gonna start drying up, just my 2 cents. And I feel like, this was a huge reach, but I'm comfortable with what you guys,
It's okay to ask.
Yeah, you gotta ask.
yeah.
Yeah.
But if they came to us and said exterior signage,
Yeah,
Then we could, yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna tell them.
Please.
yeah.
Okay, anybody else have any other new business? Anything anybody wants to bring up? Hearing none, shall we adjourn? All right, go play golf.